Did you know that 80% of English language learners didn't reach real fluency? Make sure you do. Today, I'm squeezing everything I have learned so far in just 10 minutes. It is based not only on my personal experience but on linguistic research. Let's jump right in. Point number one is you have to be really, really focused if you want to attain fluency. No more excuses that you don't have time. You have to make English a priority. A focused mind finds the right word at the right time, and an unfocused mind stumbles. Like focus is the fuel that drives your English fluency. So you have to make English your priority. No more excuses that you don't have time. Make it a habit, a priority. Point number two is you have to be persistent. You have to keep going. Consistency and practice helps you to keep going. You should be always constantly speaking and thinking in English. Like learning English is a marathon, it's not a sprint. It takes time. Like, for example, if someone said to you that you are fluent in just 1 month, 2 months, it is not practical because it takes time. Okay? You have to enjoy while you are learning English. Because if you enjoy what you are doing, it keeps you persistent and also it develops your muscle memory to think, to always think in English. The more you practice, the easier it becomes for you. And it also helps to develop automatic responses. So, point number two is you have to be persistent in learning English. It takes time. Point number two is you have to find motivation while you are learning English. What is the goal behind your learning English? What is your objective? Because if you find a goal, a motivation behind your learning, it connects your learning to something and you don't feel overwhelming. You really care about learning English. So you have to connect your learning with specific motivation, your motivation behind it. Number four is you have to set realistic practical goals to learn English. Not big goals, but doable practical goals. You have to take small steps to reach some bigger goal. Okay. So you have to ask yourself why you want to study English. Do you want to go abroad for higher studies? Do you want to watch English movies without subtitles? Do you want to impress your friends? That's why you are learning English. Do you want to work abroad or dream of working abroad? That's why you are studying English. So you have to ask you the question to yourself. What is the purpose? Why you want to learn English? It is very important. Because when you set a reason that this is the reason I'm going to study English, it helps you to go through even when it's tough. Point number five is you have to develop active listening skills. If you want to become fluent in English, you have to develop this skill, active listening skill. You have to listen to your surroundings, whatever, who is ever talking to you in English, very carefully, very attentively. Active listening trains your brain to recognize sentence patterns, sentence structures, pronunciation, use of different words in different contexts, everything. So, active listening is very important to gain fluency. It helps you to remember sentence patterns which a native speaker are using. Like instead of saying I'm going to, they say I'm gonna, like these kind of phrases. So naturally you will learn the language in natural tone, natural context, and also you know how and where to use that proper word or phrase in different contexts. So you have to develop this skill of active listening. Point number six is you have to build your vocabulary in a very systematic way because researchers prove that the person who have more wider vocabulary are more fluent and speak faster and reply faster because they don't have to stop in the conversation to search for the words. They automatically know how and where to use the words because they have wide range of vocabulary. So you have to develop this ability gradually to increase your vocabulary in a very systematic way. It also increases your confidence in a professional and social setting because you already know a lot of vocabulary about different things. around you. Also, it helps you to understand native speaker more better and clear because you already know about a wide range of vocabulary and it makes you feel more confident. Point number seven is you have to find a speaking partner for yourself to practice English with. You can find speaking partner anywhere on the internet. There are a lot of language groups where you can find partner, or you can practice it with your friend. Because if you practice it with with a person of your level, you feel more confident to speak with. You don't feel under pressure or stressed. When your partner don't understand you, you think about your pronunciation, because maybe you think my pronunciation is not right, that's why my partner didn't understand me. Because if you speak with a person of the same level as you feel more confident, you feel less stressed as compared when you speak with a teacher, because you feel more panicked, you feel more stressed. And when your partner don't understand you, you think about your pronunciation. Maybe you have a wrong pronunciation of any word. Maybe you use the word in a different or wrong context. Maybe there is some problem in your sentence structure. You can easily correct yourself without any stress. So you have to find a speaking partner to practice English with. Point number eight is cultural understanding. Cultural understanding is very important because language is not only about learning words and vocabulary, but it is how to use these words, phrases in different contexts, where, when, and how to use them. It helps you to avoid any awkwardness while speaking. It gives you more confidence. It gives you something how to use the language in real life context rather than textbooks. Textbooks cannot give you how to use the language in real life, because when you learn the culture of the language you are learning, it helps you to improve your body language, your gestures, tone, everything with the word phrases you are going to use or you are using. So it is very important to understand the culture of the language you are learning. Point number nine is you have to develop writing skills. Whatever you are doing daily, you can write 5 to 6 sentences daily in your journal, any book, diary. You have to keep a journal to write your activities, your hobbies, your interests, or your activities every day. Because pen is a secret weapon to learn English. When you write, you know about the structure of the sentence, how to write a sentence, articles, subject verb order, tenses, conditionals. You're going to learn everything when you're going to write a sentence. Because fluency isn't a magic, it's a practice on a piece of paper. So you have to practice daily writing. It's very important to gain fluency. And point number 10 is self assessment. You have to assess yourself where you are now and where you are 3 months before. You have to compare yourself whether you are growing, progressing in learning English or not. Like there are many ways to assess yourself. You can record yourself and record and listen to it again. Then you will find out whether I'm repeating the words, whether I was stopping somewhere, my pronunciation is right, my sentence structure is right or not. So you can record and listen to yourself. Or even when you have a conversation with your friend, you can recall that conversation and reassess it. Whether I use the same words again and again, I repeat too much, did I use some new words, did I take too much pauses, did I stumble, or did I get panic while I was speaking? So you have to reassess whatever you speak the whole day. So your English is a work in progress. You are doing great. You are already learning a new language and it takes time, mind it. Don't compare yourself with others. Maybe they have different starting point than you have. Okay? So don't compare your chapter 1 with others chapter 3. They are at chapter 3 and you are at chapter 1. So don't compare yourself. And English takes time. Learning English takes time. You are doing great. You are already learning a new language and you will learn it, hopefully. So I hope you like all these points and you will apply these points to gain real fluency. Tell me in the comments which point you like most. See you in the next video.